Transitional Roots. Welcome to another episode of Standin On Business, where we interview the hottest entrepreneurs and the most successful business owners. Today we are here with
Yolanda with Transitional Roots.
Thank you for being with us, Miss Yolanda.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, if you could tell us a little bit about your business.
So I am a natural hairstylist and I'm a loctician. So I do microlocs, wigs, lock maintenance, traditional locks, starter locks, and I also have classes.
Okay. So how did you get into doing hair?
So I started off doing hair at a very young age. I was actually born into a salon. My mother did salon my whole life. And I took my very first client at 9 years old.
Wow.
I watched my mother have people come into her salon and completely change their outlook, change their confidence. They would come in feeling hopeless and they would leave with the most confidence and walking with their head up high. And I wanted that.
That's amazing. So now that you're an entrepreneur, did you face any struggles or hardships becoming an entrepreneur?
I actually did. So I worked at Citibank for 15 years before I came here, and I had that corporate America background. But once COVID hit, I decided that I wanted to step out on faith and have a more foundation. So it was a struggle with that because I didn't have the backing. I didn't have the sick time. I didn't have the payroll. I didn't have the medical background. But now that I did step out on faith, and I thank God that I haven't had any struggles at all.
Amazing. So you talked about stepping out on faith and having that faith. Do you have any tips or things that you would tell an entrepreneur when it comes to having that faith?
Yes. So make sure that whenever you are stepping out on faith, that you are completely connected to and in tune to your voice that God gives you. There's going to be a lot of people that says that's crazy, that you should not do that. Think about it a little bit more. But when God says move, you need to move. If as an entrepreneur, you have to be able to be open to criticism and take a lot of classes, learn what you need to learn, make sure that you take the time and don't be a know-it-all. Even if it's something that you do know, listen, because somebody else's perspective may be a little bit different and you may have a tip in there that you didn't think about. So on this end, I find myself doing a lot more of learning and a lot more of educating as well. So I don't gatekeep, but I also make sure that I have my pen and piece of paper in case I do learn something new.
Nice.
So stepping out on faith has a lot to do with the way that you are mentally and how you perceive information. You have to be able to be welcoming to it.
That's a good tip. So you spoke about education. You also do classes. Could you tell us a little bit about your classes?
Yes. So my classes are part of my passion. I do one-on-one classes all the time. So if you want a one-on-one class, you are able to hit me up. I'm also going to have a large class in January. I do lock maintenance, starter locks, micro lock maintenance, and I also do introduction to wigs.
Nice. So could you talk a little bit about, I know you did the classes, you're big on education. Do you have any products that you've created?
Yes, I do have a root stimulating product that I did create. It is a oil. It is witch hazel base, and it actually helps to open up your pores and help stimulate hair growth. I also have a I have a detox spray.
Okay.
And that is witch hazel base. And it helps break up the buildup. It's a pre-poo that you spray on your hair before your shampoo, and it gets you the cleanest shampoo. And then you put the root stimulating oil on there to help stimulate that clean follicle. Nice.
Are you doing any community outreach or things outside of the salon?
I do. So I work with the Performing Arts Academy. They have a program that helps out youth that are aged out of foster care. And I help with their confidence. I help them as they graduate. I do their hair. I instill words of wisdom. We have a good time in the salon. And I kind of help them, encourage them on their journey into adulthood.
So, Miss Yolanda, could you tell us, what is your relationship with your clients?
Oh, we have a wonderful time in the salon. So I love on my clients. I hug on them from the time that they come in. I make sure that the shampoo service is wonderful. I do hydration steams if they need it. I help them relax. We have a customized playlist. And we just talk. We just, I give them opportunity to relax and unwind, and I give them a safe space. So whatever it is that they want to do with their hair, I'm encouraging them. I give recommendations of what they should do with their hair, and I also educate them on how to maintain their hair, because I don't gatekeep. if you decide that you want to move to Kalamazoo, Michigan, and you can't find someone, you will know how to take care of your hair on your own.
Nice.
So I have a great relationship with them. I let them know every product that I'm using. I let them know how to do that. I show them how to. So if you're on vacation, you know how to make sure that your hair stays in mint condition while you're away.
That's amazing.
So yeah, we have a wonderful relationship. I love my people.
Good. I want you to touch on one more thing. You talked about confidence. How big is confidence in the Black community?
It is so big. So over the years, the Black community has always looked at their status as their wealth. So if they look good, they look rich, they look confident, they look wealthy. So I am big, and I'm very, very much a believer that if a Black person looks good, they're going to perform well at their best. They're going to be the most confident. So I love to make sure that as my clients come in, if they are feeling hopeless, like everyone has turned them down, they don't know what to do with their hair, and they just at their wits' end, that I can come in, change their grid, at least give them an opportunity to love on their hair a little bit more so they can have that confidence and go out and get that interview, nail that job, feel their best at whatever they're doing, because we are magical. That's what we can do.
I love that.
Yeah.
If you could, Miss Yolanda, tell the people how they can get in contact with you to book a service or a class.
So both my classes, our services, are both on my website, which is transitionalroots.com. You can also Google Transitional Roots, and I will come up in the search. On all social media platforms, it is Transitional Roots, and you can find me there.
Okay, great. Thank you, Miss Yolanda.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Transitional Roots.